Welcome to this KDE Tips and Tricks screencast. And in this screencast I want to show you how you can work effectively with many opened up applications or windows without key combinations, but only with the mouse. So let's go to the KDE System Settings by clicking on the kickoff menu, System Settings, and then under Behavior of the Workspace you click on Workspace Borders. And here we can set different workspace borders and their actions. So as you can see here on this little virtual screen, I have one action already assigned in the top left. This is the Workspace Switcher or the Workspace Desktop Grid. As you can see here, if I go to the upper left, you can see the desktop grid activates. So now I can choose also another cool effect. Just for example, I want to show all my windows on all activities and on all workspaces basically. So just hit apply, go to the top right corner. As you can see here, it shows all my windows from all my workspaces. If I want to minimize all my windows, I can set a shortcut for example, the down right, the bottom right corner to show my desktop. Click apply, go to the bottom right, and as you can see here, it will minimize my active window. If I go to the bottom right again, it will maximize it again. And this works pretty fine. You also have some other features that are very cool. Let me show you those. If I'm going to my desktop here, we have, for example, the feature if you want to maximize this window, you can either click the maximize button or you can just drag this window to the top border, and as you can see, it creates this overlay, and if you just let it go, it will maximize this window to fill the overlay basically. If you want to unmaximize this window, just drag it off on the top again, and as you can see, it gets its original size again. If you want to just see both windows, both concurrent windows, for example, side by side, you can just drag them to the side, as you can see here, and it creates an overlay again. It will maximize to this overlay. I can do this with the other window on the other border. As you can see, now I have two windows side by side. But as you can see also, there's a different window here, the console window, and I now want to show all three of them here. So what to do now? You can just go here, drag this out. As you can see here, it restores automatically the window size that was previously available, and you can drag this to the top left, and as you can see here, it will create a smaller maximized overlay. Just let it go, and as you can see here, I can now drag this to the bottom left, and again it resizes this, and as you can see here, now I have three windows side by side and I can work with them. Especially useful if you are working with files, if you want to drag something over here. Just for example, I want to drag this image over to my terminal to get the URL. This works pretty nice, so drag and drop friendly, this behavior. But what if you want to just let's put this terminal to another workspace? There are many different ways. One way is, of course, go to the app menu here and just say let it also go to the workspace 3. But you can also drag and drop this to the workspace 3, either by going up to your overview desktop grid and then just drag and drop it to this workspace here, for example. Let it go, and as you can see, it works fine. Or you can just drag it to the border, and if the overlay comes up, just drag it more to the border. As you can see, it will switch to the next desktop, and now I have it running on my virtual desktop 4. And this is done by two options, as you can see in the system settings. under the window management, you can see that there are those two options. The first one is that allows you to maximize the window by dragging it to the top border, and the second one is the possibility to just drag those windows to the left border or right border to have them side by side. And the other setting that you can do is here to set up when the workspace should switch, and this is normally set in the default settings, set to only if you move a window or an application window to the borderline, it will switch. You can set this to active every time, so this will change a little bit, because then if you hit the border with your mouse, it will automatically switch to the next workspace. As you can see here, I can switch to the workspaces just by moving the mouse. Also pretty handy for some, but I don't like it. Also notice that not all borders are now active if you clicked on active workspace switcher, so the middle workspace options aren't available. This is of course because it would cause conflicts here. So you can also deactivate it if you want to, but I'll leave it to the default. Only when I move a window I want to switch to another workspace. This works pretty fine. So this is everything for this screencast. I hope you enjoyed this screencast. I hope you enjoy working with many windows and with your cool new mouse shortcuts. And this is everything for this screencast, and until the next time.